you have 4 rasas which you can say are agreeable, and you have 4 which are not agreeable, and then you have one in the middle which is actually called no ras, meaning it is the shant rasa, the rasa of peace, which is actually a rasa which has very little emotion, where the emotion comes less and less. And in pure shanti, which is samadhi, there's no more emotion left. So that one is in the middle. I will talk about it. Then on one side, we have these displeasing emotions: anger, sadness, fear, and disgust. Now, when I say 4 emotions, I am not exactly correct. There are 4 rasas. Rasas meaning emotional essences that can express themselves in a variety of ways. For example, sadness can come in a personal way. You lose $200, you are attached to those $200, you feel a little sad. Sadness can also come when you see somebody else suffering, in pity. And sadness can even be brought up to a really high level when it becomes true compassion. When you are no longer pitying somebody for having a problem, but when you are understanding that we are all having the same problem, which is this basic ignorance, this basic illusion or delusion, and having just a kindness towards each and everyone you meet, simply because, that is there. That is a little bit of sadness, is still there. So that is all the same rasa. So likewise, anger can be a mild irritation, up to, real anger, up to anger that is burning inside but not coming out, which a lot of people have. So many varieties. Fear comes, worries, anxieties, and real fear. But there's not too many, wild animals around anymore in the world, so we don't need to fear for our life so much, although sometimes it's getting a little worse. But we mostly have to deal with worries. In that we are really very good at worrying. And then there is disgust, which is a direct translation from the Sanskrit word vibhat, and which mostly means dissatisfaction with oneself and with the whole world, but also including oneself. If one is dissatisfied with the world, then one is angry. But if it also includes yourself, then you are disgusted, then you give up, then all you want to do is, watch TV, eat some sausages, just forget about the whole thing. The ego has fled the country. So that is often here termed as depression, and it is certainly at the center of depression, though depression may also include other rasas like fear or sadness, and actually is such a dangerous emotional situation because, rasas, they come and go naturally anyhow. So if you're just sad, after some time it will disappear, even if you don't really do anything about it. Same way, if you're feeling dissatisfied with yourself, sit in front of the TV for 3 hours and afterwards you can get a fresh start. But if you're in depression, then you're going from disgust, and when that one ends, to sadness, and when that one naturally ends, you go to fear, and then you can go back to disgust, and you can even add in a little anger if you want, and you'll be turning around in those negative emotions for a very long time. That is depression. So that is not really a rasa. That is a more complicated psychological state, which involves many of the negative rasas. On the other side, on the nice side, let's say, we have as the Rasa Raj, the king of rasas, Sringara, which has a double meaning. It means love as well as beauty. And when you start studying it, you see, yes, there is a very clear relationship between those two. If you love, somebody, then that somebody will automatically look beautiful. Even if to other people, maybe this person looking quite plain, to you it will look, like wow. No? Likewise, if you see a beautiful painting, you will love it. Or, a beautiful scenery in nature, you will love it. So you could say Sringara is adoration in general, adoration. And really, it is the central purpose of the universe, to find love. It is our most important desire of each and everyone. Out of love comes the next one, joy, humor, fun, that you usually have with people that you love. And when you feel that you are loved and that you love and that life is kind and good, then automatically humor comes, you know. Next one is wonder, surprise, curiosity, also a very important rasa, in the sense that, like now with modern science today, if we have the feeling that we understand everything, then life is no longer enjoyable. Then we feel there's nothing more to learn. We have this desire to learn new things, to always see new things. It is the nature of mind. Mind easily gets bored, you know, looking at the same painting for your whole life. Well, it better be a good painting, you know. Otherwise you can't make it. No? And the last one is courage. Courage is also a mood, the mood of the warrior, you know, who really gets ready for the fight. A fight which we're all having to fight. We're all, you know, having challenges that need to be overcome. We are doing sadhana that is also depending on this rasa of courage, of self-confidence, and that is also a very important rasa. So this gives a little bit an overview of the 5, and we'll not do the exercise now, but I've done it with that group in California. I've asked them, please find me any emotion which does not fit within one of those 9 rasas. They could not do it. And I knew they would not be able to do it because I tried for a very long time and I couldn't do it. But if any time you find one, no problem, you can do a sadhana for that one just as well, you know. But really, everything kind of fits in that. Some emotions, like jealousy, you might say, is again, like in depression, more a mixture of rasas, you know, going from fear of losing somebody to anger at whoever caused it to, you know, sadness because you lost the person, whatever, no? So you can always find those rasas inside.